One, two, one, two. Yes, yo. What is up, party people in the place to be? Another beautiful Friday. Happy Friday. Let me see who's in the building. My man, No, what's good, baby? Mir Depp, Bananas, Die Gray Sky on the check-in. Flex, what's going on, baby brother? Good to see everyone today on this beautiful Friday. What is up, TST, NML? What's going on? Good to see you, man. Everybody, welcome. What's going on, Edwin? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, man. Yes, y'all. Salute to you, too. Que lo que hay, Andy C. What's going on? Welcome. Yes, I am happy. You guys are making me happy, man. To be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I am in a very sullen place today. Let me just show you what I'm wearing here. What's up, Serge? What's going on? Today, one of my favorite all-time frontmen from one of my all-time favorite bands has passed away. I'm speaking about the great Lou Collar from one of the greatest New York hardcore bands of all time, Sick of It All. He is practically, what's going on, Andy? He is practically what I would consider on the Mount Rushmore of New York hardcore artists. Thank you, Bananas. I appreciate you so very much. Yes, and quick recovery to your kitten, man. I wanted to show this as well for those that love Sick of It All as much as I do. Thank you, No. There was a book that my homie Howie Abrams put out called The Blood and the Sweat, the story of Sick of It All and the Collar Brothers. For those who don't know the dynamic of the Sick of It All, one of the most fascinating things is that it was two brothers, Pete and Lou. Lou was the front man. Let me find a picture if I can. Here's the band rocking out, if you could see that. Beautiful, images. It's a really good book. If you could, if you're interested in the story of Sick of It All, brilliant story, because these guys were there, like on my shirt. Sick of It All started in 1986, and they have, in my opinion, never stopped. And their catalog is massive, and their touring experience and everything that they've done for the scene has just been brilliant. And they've easily they've collaborated with Mobb Deep and KRS-One, which is also something really cool coming from the New York hardcore scene. They're originally from Queens, and I just want to send my condolences to the entire Sick of It All family, including Lou's loved ones, and may he rest in peace, and he will be forever on my playlist forever and ever and ever, man. So without me not getting, I'm trying hard not to get emotional here, guys. But this was a heavy one for me. I really love this band, and I've had the honor of hanging out with Lou and Pete and the rest of Sick of It All, Craig, Armand, while they did the Vans Warped Tour and shows that they've done in New York, and you know, like I said, they were always one of my favorite bands. So once again, just salute, rest in peace to the great Lou Collar of Sick of It All, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Andy, from what I understand, I know that bands like Sick of It All were against racism. When you read the book, they speak specifically on how they would, and by the way, Danny Diablo, Lord Ezak, is Puerto Rican. So, you know, it was always all inclusive when it came to the real New York hardcore scene. So, I mean, I had to balance. I wasn't in the New York hardcore scene as much as I was in the hip hop scene. So I couldn't tell you from firsthand experience until much later when I would more frequently go to New York hardcore band shows. And when I would go, the time that I was going, it was all inclusive. It was all everybody. Like it was a melting pot. But we're talking about New York City. So yes, thank you, TST. Needle Juice, what's going on, man? Also, the lead vocalist of Agnostic Front is Cuban, and his brother, Freddie Madball, is also Cuban. And Madball, another one of my favorite bands from the New York hardcore scene, as well as Agnostic Front. So, come in hip hop. What was your favorite struggle meal at the corner store? That's a good question. Yo, Bananas, that's a great question. Big pasta, always pasta. Pasta, you know, because you could get pasta really cheap. And Lords of Brooklyn, yes, that's the homie Caves and his brother and another beautiful group of people. Thank you for that, Edwin. I appreciate you. But again, let me just show this. If you want to just read some really cool stories on the band Sick of It All and the two brothers Lou and Pete and the rest of the band and all the band changes and the beautiful history, pick up this book. It's written in an interview form between them and Howie Abrams. It's called The Blood and the Sweat, the story of Sick of It All and the Collar Brothers. Really good book. And I'll leave it at that. So yeah, Bananas, my go-to meal was always like some sort of pasta dish. Nah, I'm sure, Edwin, I'm sure, but you know, like Bananas had pointed out, when you're in that struggling phase, you're not really. Another thing I used to do, because I lived in the same neighborhood as Biggie. When I opened up the recording studio for the Arsonists, I lived on Classen Avenue. And there was a 24-hour corner bodega there. And when it hit the late night, they would lock the door and you would have to buy whatever you wanted through the bulletproof rotating glass. So, oh, that's what's up, TST. Just make sure you do your thing, man. Just stay. I'm gonna speak to you in a second. Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate you. Thank you. Another thing, so they would have this rotating bulletproof glass. And what I would do is I would go to the corner bodega and I would get $1's worth. This is before the Arsonists started touring and money started coming in or whatever have you. I would get $1's worth of turkey and $1's worth of cheese. and get whatever roll they had and whatever cheap drinks. This is in the hood, and you know, that's how we in the beginning was surviving. And man, you bring back some memories, man. Like it was that, or we would all pool our money together and get like, you know, burgers and buns or hot dogs and just cook them right in the studio and do all of that as well. So that was a good question, Bananas. That was a really good one. Quarter waters, yep. So another thing I wanted to share this with you because yesterday I had a little bit of a lunch meeting with my homie Rep Matic, and he brought along Key Cool, a member of the Visionaries, and they wanted to share with me a release that they dropped, Cosmonauts, on Up Above Records, and it's a beautiful. I'm gonna show you. So here's the front cover right here, and here's the back. It's an open gatefold with a lot of information, some cool photos and stuff like that, and the vinyl is really sick. Let me show you this vinyl really quick. Check it out. Look at this. Like it's half like splattered, like black and white, and the rest is black. It's really cool. I personally have never seen vinyl press like that before, but it's really cool. I love the Visionaries. Got mad love for Key, and obviously y'all know I'm working with Rhett. What else we got in here? Yeah, so two vinyls, and I'm trying to see. I would say try the Up Above website, or the hit up Key Cool or Repmatic on Instagram if you're interested in getting this vinyl. It's really cool, and you know they were the cosmonauts before the Visionaries, so it's a really cool history if you want to dive in, man. It's really cool. Shout out to Key Cool and Repmatic. Sorry, I'm a little fuzzy today, but bear with me. We'll be all right, man. We'll be all right. Next up, couldn't wait to share this with y'all. All right, so as the merch starts to pile in for the Q Unique Repmatic album, I wanted to share this with you really quick. First, we got the Comic-Con nerd shit posters. There we go. This is the Q Unique Repmatic featuring Pharoah Monch. The song is out, streaming everywhere. Really, really dope artwork by my man, damn it, Rich Uno. There we go. Rich Uno, amazing artist. This is the actual artwork for the single Comic-Con Nerd, and we wanted to have a poster of it and put that over there. And the other thing we got, look at this, y'all. Ooh, the Q Unique Repmatic QR code album posters, son. Like, really dope. Look at this. So these are going to be up on the site for sale. We're going to have them signed and all of that stuff. This artwork is amazing. This was done by B, and he did the artwork. This is the album art. Really, really amazing. I am very excited. I got to get this joint framed up and all of that good stuff. So there you go with that. Really amazing. I'm excited, son. I'm excited. Thank you, No. Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, TST. No doubt, Tia, you're gonna start it off with a diss track. You know, make sure, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Execution, baby. So on getting back to the new release for the Q Unique Repmatic album QR code, everything is being shipped. So that means we will have CDs, cassettes, and vinyl, t-shirts, as you could see, posters, stickers. I know I'm missing something, tote bags, but I think the tote bags are probably gonna get done. What's going on, user VQ6Q? Oh, Tanya, what's up? What's up? Good to have you here, Tanya. Thank you for being here. What's up? So as you can see, and the figures, I keep on, you know, the figures, I guess I get a little nervous because those figures are... No, Edwin, that's a great question, but no, this is strictly me and Red on this one. I will be working with my son in the future, but as for this release currently, this is me and Red with guest features. And I think I've mentioned the guest features before, but I'll mention them again. So obviously Pharoah Monch, Esoteric from Czarface and 7L and Esoteric. Mr. Mech from QN5. I know I'm missing somebody. Elemento from the Visionaries. Sonny Dread from the band POD. And last and definitely not least, Rascas. Those are all of the features on this album. It's very exciting, and we're almost there. We got August 7th, like I said, August 7th. That's what's up, TST. That's what's up. Salute to you, man. The album comes out digitally August 7th, and then Right after that, we will have CDs, cassette, and vinyl, the action figures, and all the other merch that I named. Now, usually, you know, the usual course of action for all of us indie artists is that all of this stuff is going to be very limited edition down the line. So when links are put up, you got to pull the trigger, especially on the action figures, because it's a very small amount. It's not a massive amount of action figures. So if you're game, hey yo Stutters, let me get them figures real quick. If you're game, right there on the shelf, if you're game and you really want these action figures, as soon as I announce that link, you got to pull the trigger, because once they are gone, they are gone. We are not pressing any more of those. Thank you, Stutters. And the action figures, look at that. Just like the poster, homie. Look at that. Crazy. Delicious. Again, Peter crafted these after B's artwork. I know I keep on teasing the figures, but I gotta, like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta show the figures, man. I gotta keep y'all hype. Here's the back with the actual artwork again from B. And here we are. Sorry, no. Soon, when these all sold out, I might just like tease y'all every once in a while and be like, nah, you didn't get one. Nah. That is funny though. But thank you, Needle. What up, Needle Juice? Yes. Thank you, TST. 15. Street Art Legends, Urban Aztec. There we go. That's funny, Nasty Ruckus. You killed it right there. That's a great. That was a good one, Nasty. You had to think about that. But no, yo, salute to you for even knowing something like that. So Nasty speaking about a song that's off Between Heaven and Hell. You have to do your homework. But that was good. That was a bullseye right there. That was good. Oh my God, yo. Also, we're doing a walkthrough on Monday, and we're going to have for those that are in the LA area, myself and Rhetmatic are gonna have a listening party and an intimate performance the same night in downtown LA for the album. It's going to be in August, so stay tuned for the dates. If you're in the LA area, you definitely want to roll through. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna have a lot of invited guests and everybody's. It's a dope community, dope spot, and I'll have announced. You know, I'll have the exact date and the address as we get closer. So make sure y'all roll through if yo no knows why. Oh, that'll be dope, Flex. If you in the building, that'll be dope. Edwin, you definitely gotta say what's up, all right? Make sure if you're gonna roll, make sure you say what's up. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all, man, in the comment section. I gotta be honest with y'all, I was feeling very sullen, you know, when, you know, hearing the announcement of Lou passing away from Sick of It All really bummed me out. I'm a big fan of Sick of It All, and thank you, man. You guys are bringing smiles to my face. I really, really appreciate some of y'all. The questions are just amazing, man. Thank you. I seriously, thank you for that. Where are we at? Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything else to announce for the album. I don't really have anything else to announce aside from the fact that, you know, the other thing, and I got to speak to Stutters about this, but I'll still speak it. I'm trying to figure out a way to have, yes, thank you, Tanya. Hey, Adrian, what's going on? What was I saying? Oh, shit. I can't remember now. We're trying to PlayStation Green? No, I have not. I have not. Is that like does that have to actually do with PlayStation, or is that some hip hop shit? Let me know. The other thing we're trying to put into works is we're gonna do a private. We would like to do a private listening session of the new album here on YouTube. So stay tuned for that as well, because what I would like to do is obviously do it before the album drops, to give everyone a chance to just, you guys are always with me every day, every week, every Wednesday, every Friday. So I figured something in our community, I would love to just have a day where me, Rhett, and y'all just get together on YouTube on a private session and listen to the album. I think it'll be really cool. So stay tuned. We're trying to figure that out, how all the wirings of that. And if we could figure it out, I will announce the day and the time and the links and all of that. So stay tuned for that. Yes, exactly, 07. That's how I was feeling, especially with me, with Sick of It All. They're just, I have certain bands that, everybody has a band or bands that mean something, or rappers or whatever have you. For me, like when it comes to hip hop, KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, Eric B. and Rakim, or Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Bismarck. I mean, the list goes on and on of certain key people, Wu-Tang, Nas, Tribe Called Quest, De La. I think we all share the same names. And when it comes to rock and hardcore, metal, whatever have you, Sick of It All has always been, especially, man, just has always been my go-to, along with other bands like Gojira, Mastodon, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. I mean, I'm not gonna unpack everything, but you get what I'm saying. Yes, 07, exactly. Thank you, No. Oh, I see what you're saying, TST. I understand. Yeah, it's a tough thing, man, because I still love to play, so it's such a weird predicament to be in with everything these days, I do know that I'm grateful that you brought that up, because I do know that there have been reports that, at least in music, that fans are getting back into buying physical copies of things, like cassettes, CDs, vinyl, shirts, whatever have you. So at least that aspect is it's coming back around, the cycle. And so when it comes to video games, I'm not so sure, but I do hear what you're saying, man. Thank you for bringing that up, man. Man, thank you, Edwin. I was, so thank you, Edwin. I appreciate you, thank you. And so did I, Tanya. I was very hopeful, very. I even had it in my mind that, I had this whole imagination piece happening where I was like, he'll get better, he'll be back in the band, and I'll get to see them perform, at least one more time, you know what I mean? And so I had that in my heart, and unfortunately, I think the last time I saw them perform, maybe here in Cali. If not, it was the Vans Warped Tour in New York, I think. I don't remember now, so. Oh, okay. That home, yo, Edwin, I just caught that, the homies. That's great. Maybe, yeah, kind of, right? Yeah, but they came out beautiful. What I love, yo, Edwin, you're great. What I love about them is how they're just damn near perfect to the artwork. You know what I mean? Like really honest to the artwork. What's crazy is I'm never gonna open this, so I'll never know, like, standing them up. I just can't. They have to remain, and I'm gonna actually have this framed in like some glass and with the poster and the vinyl and all of that. Trying to, this album was special. This album, not to say that the rest aren't. I mean, what I did with Jake Palumbo was amazing and all of that, and obvious. All my albums, are my children. I love them all. With this album in particular, Rhett caught me in a very fascinating headspace as a creative, and so the fact that we were able to pull all this off with the figures and the shirts, and to have Pharaoh and Rascas and Elemento and Mr. Mac, Esoteric and Sonny and it, the whole thing just coming together the way it did, and me rapping on Rhettmatic production, which I find to be really dope, is different. It's different. It's not a sound that most people are accustomed hearing me on. And so that's what makes, each album I could break down what makes them special, right? Like for instance, Vengeance Is Mine. What makes that special? Well, Ill Bill was the executive producer and co-producer. And what I mean by that is he was like Rick Rubin. Like he was in the sessions every day, working side by side with me to craft that album, make sure that I put together the best possible solo debut. And I think we captured that. I also call that my public exorcism, because the subjects that I talk about on that album are very deep and personal and very vulnerable at times. And I was speaking about a lot of the demons that I had to deal with and a lot of the demons that were inside of me. So that's what makes that album special, man. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. That's what's up, Edwin. And then when you go to Between Heaven and Hell, that album, what makes that album special is that I was coming out of the exorcism, and now I was working with Fat Beats to release my music side by side. My biggest, most viewed video, Green Grass, comes from Between Heaven and Hell. Again, the features on there, from Cassius to Rick Gonzalez to Ill Bill to Jice, Slane. My son produced his first hip hop beat on there. The Dark Knight, that my son produced that beat, and he was a child when he produced that. He might have been just going into middle school when he made that beat. And, Mr. Lopez being directed by fellow Arsonist member Destroy, Crack Era video, like that album. And then from there, we go to Black Coffee, where I work with the Brown Bag All-Stars, and they changed my sound. And I really love that album because of that. And that album, there are no features at all. I just felt compelled to do something where I just held it down for the entire album, and that's what I did for Black Coffee. I think every song is a banger on there. I really love that album. After that, The Mechanic, working with Stu Bangers, Nems, Ill Bill, just a patchwork of beautiful songs and a lot of fun to put together. The album cover, one of the best album covers of, aside from the new one that I got going on now with Rhett. And I produced joints on there, got back into the production seat for The Mechanic. And then we go into Pound for Pound, where I was trying to do this thing, or where I was attempting to do this thing called the 7 series, where I was releasing albums with just 7 tracks, 7 being the number of God. And what makes that album special is that Fieldy, one of my good friends, Fieldy, the bass player from Korn, asked to be a part of that album. So he played bass on everything on that album. And I produced everything on that album. And even Wav from the band POD played drums on the first track on that album. And again, there are no features. They are the only features, and they're just playing instruments on that album. It made the album really special. The track on there, Torch 'Em All, one of my favorite tracks that I co-produced with my son on that. Uh, After that, we released a couple Legacy series 1 and 2, where I collected and gathered what I thought was good from all my mixtapes that I pulled off the streaming services, remixed them, remastered them, and put them in a more cohesive collection, Legacy Series Volume 1 and 2. So I think that those are special as well, even though they're more of like collector series. And then after that, we got Royal Blood, which I worked with Jake Palumbo. He produced every track on there. And I got DJ Presto 1, and there's no features on that album either. It's just me spitting, and Jake caught me in a really good place mentally where my pen game was sharp, and now here we are. And the most important song I ever wrote is on Royal Blood with Jake Palumbo, which is a 133rd song, which is about my brother, my younger brother who passed away, James. And then after that, here we are. We are approaching the QR code, Q Unique at DJ Repmatic, and y'all get to hear it August 7th. So here we are. Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Edwin. Thank you. Thank you. And then on the other side, if you want to really count catalog stuff, there's 4 Stillwell albums, there's a Mother Fuzz album, there's a Rodimus EP, and then there's this project I was doing, King's Bounty, which turned into Soul Gun. We got a couple of singles off of that. So that's all the rock stuff that I've done as well. And so I've definitely been busy creating. That's a lot of work. Oh my God. And so that's where we are, man. Oh man. Yeah, that's Gift of Gab. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, it's all good. Salute to them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you hear these kind of things with artists, it's one of those, you know, it's just one of those unfortunate things. Life be lifing, you know, and it's always sad, regardless, when an artist dies or even a loved one. You know, I don't want to just isolate it to artists. It's just I guess we could all relate because we're all focusing. We all kind of share and relate to certain people, like Big L. Like if I say Big L or Guru or Phife Dawg, we all know. You know, it's like, you know, we all connected to these people for their craft and what their input into this culture. And so it's the same thing. When Chris Cornell passed away, I was like, you know, really super like down in the dumps. And, you know, today with Lou from Sick of It All and, you know, what you're mentioning, all of it is sad, but we got to pick each other up and know that, you know, unfortunately that's a part of this ride. And, you know, send love and condolences and prayers to their loved ones and their families. You know, that's the best we can do in a situation like this. So that's the deal, man. Thank you, TST. I appreciate it. Yeah, shout out to Fieldy, man. For reals. Actually, Fieldy just texted me, man. You know, because he and I were, you know, we would listen to Sick of It All. And for those that don't know, if you don't know the Korn history, when Korn first went on the road, it was with Sick of It All. A lot of people don't even know that. It was Sick of It All, I believe, House of Pain. Man, I can't even remember the other bands, but I know Sick of It All was definitely a part of it because we would have conversations about it. And he also loved Sick of It All. So it's one of those things where it's like, we actually, when we did the 4th Stillwell album, Rock the House, when we did one of our because on that album we released the album and then we were attempting to remix each song in a different genre of music, and we got so inspired by listening to hardcore and specifically Sick of It All that we did a hardcore version of one of our songs. So that's the kind of inspiration, man. Yeah, for real. Yeah, exactly, 07. You know the deal. You know the deal. Yeah, man. So aside from that, man, like I said, this is what it is. We all got a ticket to the ride. And what I will say on a more hopefully inspiring tip. Exactly, 07. That's number one, right? A lot of legends and a lot of creatives are still here. What I want to say is when a part of my thought, what's going on, Machiavelli? A part of my thought with all of this is when I saw the news of Lou passing away, I thought of their journey, right? Because I'm wearing a Sick of It All shirt right now. It says 1986. That's a long ride, man. They didn't stop until Lou got sick. Decades of music, touring, performances, decades. And they've toured with all of them. These guys have seen a lot of great moments. And what my message is to any of y'all that are creatives is really, really put into your passion. Time is of essence. Time is no joke. And time ain't waiting for nobody. All right? Trust me on this, okay? We get sad. We lose our legends and we mention it. We do our rest in peace. But the other lesson, the flip of that coin is think of what you're doing with your life. What is your passion? And what are you doing every day to better your passion, to increase your journey, to get to where you want to go, to see the things you want to see with your passion? What are you doing? What are you applying? How are you getting better at your craft every day? All right? Because when people pass, use it as a lesson. Of course, you can mourn, you could celebrate, you could do whatever you need to do. But when Lou passed from Sick of It All today, I cried, and then I thought to myself, he had an incredible journey. He didn't stop. He kept the ride going. And he was a real dude. He was a good man. Like, I've hung out with Lou and Pete and Craig and Armand. I've been in the room with these guys. I'm telling you, good dudes, man. Down to earth. Family business. They cultivated and nurtured their passion for decades. Decades. What are you doing for your passion? You putting that work in? Because I'm going to check periodically and say this shit. Especially when somebody passes, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. People are going to pass. And I'm going to be back here saying the same shit, and I don't care. Because I'm concerned with people when it comes to that. Don't get distracted by the news feed and all of the bullshit arguing and separate discussions and lean to the red, lean to the blue, lean to the right. Who gives a fuck? You think Lou cares now? He's gone. But he got to do his passion for decades, since 1986. What are you doing for your passion? What's your passion and what are you doing about it? Before the clock stops. Or something comes along and now you can't do shit. Trust me on this, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. What up, Gorilla Strong, baby? Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. VA in the house. Yes, yes. And each one teach one. When I'm saying pass it along. Go in your circles, go to your friends. Ask them, what's your passion, homie? What are you doing for your passion? Encourage people, motivate people. The world is a better place that way. when everybody's happy and building their shit, their passions, nurturing, cultivating, the world's a better place. Because you're gonna, look, it's hard. Yeah, sure, it's hard being a musician. It's hard being an artist. It's hard being a graphic designer. Hard being an actor. Hard being a poet. Hard being a construction worker. Hard being a carpenter. Hard being a lawyer. Yeah, it's all hard. All of it. Life is hard. But what are you gonna do? Not do it? Because it's hard? Who cares? Just do it. Step by step. Little each day. Little each day. Until you get into the routine of like, man, I was working on my craft today for 5 hours. Start to grow. Trust me on this, man. Trust me on this. You got this. Rest in peace, Luke Holler. Much love to the mighty Sick of It All. For real, man. For real. Yes, Gorilla Strong. Exactly. Exactly. And do yourself a favor. Be mindful of when you're on social media. You could look at it. I'm not one of those, don't go. It's like you could peep it, but don't let that shit steal your time. And don't let it steal your energy. Don't argue with fools. Don't argue. For what? There ain't no money in there. Ain't no money in the comment section. You want to give people props in the comment section? Cool. But all that other shit, all that negative shit, what does that do? I don't get it. Just fucking do you, man. And build with like-minded people. Come here if you want to be inspired. You know what I'm about. You got this. You got this. You got this. All of y'all. I know some of y'all deal in real estate. I know some of y'all are trying to figure it out. Just do it. What I've been doing as Q Unique, I've been doing for decades. Decades. I just named a bunch of albums. When I was working with somebody that was checking my streams, I have over 400 songs streaming on planet Earth. That's putting in work. That's keeping my distractions to a minimum. That's me not arguing in the comment section. That's me not getting caught up in some other person's drama that I have nothing to do with. That's me loving my passion. You could do the same thing. I'm not a superhero. I just believe and love what I do. That's it. And I do it. Period. Y'all could do this shit. Word. Y'all know. There we go. I see it. What's up, Jeff? Jeff, what's going on? That's what's up. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. We lost a good one today. Rest in peace once again. Luke Holler from Sick of It All. Thank you, Jeff. Jeffy Jeff. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. So today I figured, because I was feeling like this the minute I heard, I just want to give a gift to y'all. I always do this anyway, but I'm gonna get in the booth, just have some fun, let off some steam, get this sullen feeling off of me. I'm dedicating this performance to the great Luke Holler from Sick of It All. And I dedicate this to y'all for always supporting me. Sure, you've heard me do these songs before, but I don't give a fuck. Because this is for y'all. I'm doing this for y'all. Y'all come here every fucking week to hang. Y'all made me smile today and laugh. Y'all are amazing, okay? So now we're gonna get in the booth. We're gonna have some fun. And, let's do it, man. Hey, yo, Stutters. Let's have some fun, son. Thank you all. Wait right there. We're gonna go in the booth now. Stutters, let's do this top, right? This top. And then let's go here with the new joints. And then I want to end it on 99. You see which one I'm pointing at, right? Okay. Skull, what up? We're about to go in the booth. So everybody, let's get in the booth. Let's have some fun. All right, here we go. Let me get in there. See y'all in the booth. Gotta put on my mic. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, y'all. Can you pick up the mic just a pinch? 1, 2. Let's have some fun today. I'm dedicating this to the brother Lou Collar from Sick of It All and the entire Sick of It All family. Let's have some fun, y'all. And this is for y'all, the community that is always here. And now, no. Rah! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for being here for each other. I want you to have a beautiful weekend. Spread love. Don't forget what I said, man. Pay attention to your passions. Pay attention to the time and the effort that you make in your passion. And make sure you love those who love you and support you, okay? Don't take that shit for granted. I love all y'all. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you next Wednesday live from the lab. Peace!